Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Tori Brame and this is Holy City Mystic. Thank you so much for being here. Today we are going to talk about the Yod apex in the 5th house. So if the Yod apex is in the 5th house, if you're using whole sign, the two bases are going to be in the 10th house and then in the 12th house. So let's get into what that looks like. Because all of the energy is funneled out through the apex, the 5th house is really the thing you want to look at. If you are using another house system like Placidus or Coke, your bases might be a little different than what I have here, but I go over the bases in all my videos, so you can just go through and see which bases match yours, and then I'll talk about those in that one. So what we're looking at if your apex of your Yod is in the 5th house is romance, fun, creativity, children, anything that is just super fun and sunny and bright. So the two bases of the Yod are going to be in the 10th house, which is career, power, the work you put back into the world, and also the 12th house. Now the 12th house is in traditional astrology, it's the house of self-undoing. It has to do with everything behind the veil. It's very mystic. It also has to do with mental health. So if your career is too busy and your mental health isn't great, then obviously that is going to greatly affect your 5th house because they're quincunx. They can't see each other. No part of the 12th house and no part of the 10th house really has anything to do with the 5th house and everything it has inside it. So what we are looking at when your apex or your Yod is in the 5th house is something is holding you back. There is either you were taught as a young child you didn't deserve to have fun, or fun was for somebody else. Romance was for somebody else. Children were for somebody else. There was a definite barrier to that growing up where you felt like you couldn't get there. You couldn't be creative. You couldn't have the romance that you wanted. You may have also been taught that there were certain parameters around it that don't actually exist in real life, where you had something holding you back, where you weren't really able to enjoy everything that the 5th house has to offer. And the two things that were holding you back were in the 12th house and in the 10th house. So what does it look like if you do have an apex of your Yod in the 5th house? Oftentimes you're going to have a lot of mental blocks around all 5th house things. You might also have physical blocks in between those things where it's like you are unable to have children for whatever reason, or creativity is something that you cannot open yourself up to. So if you do have your apex of your Yod in the 5th house, the best thing to do, I think, is to invite those energies in. Really open up to those energies, because now you know that you have blockages there. You know that there is something around there that either you have an unhealthy perspective of, physical barriers in the way, or it's just something that you believe is not meant for you. So what the 5th house will have to offer when that opens up to you, when that Yod matures and then starts to give you all of his gifts, is an abundance of creativity. Love for children. Now, if it is something that has to do with children, it might be the type of thing where you open yourself up to children in a way that you did not think was possible, where maybe you are an amazing aunt. Like maybe you found out that you were unable to have children for whatever reason, and then now you are an amazing aunt or uncle, or you actually work in the field of children or something like that, where it's something that you just really didn't see coming, but now there is an abundance and you're so happy that your life ended up like it did. So if this is you, please let me know. I'm very interested to hear any stories if you have your apex or your Yod in your 5th house. And if you need any help with this, I am open for readings. You can follow the link below. And I hope you guys have a great day. I'll see you in future videos. Bye.